Good afternoon, Perry sports fans. Welcome to John Wren Stadium, home of the Pumas. Today's soccer matchup is between Perry High School and San Luis High School. As you can tell, it's already 5-0 with 32 minutes left in the first half. Perry off to a quick start with 5 goals. Emily Bennett with 2 goals. Michaela Reed, 2 goals. And Natalie Zeckman with 1 goal. Natalie Zeckman now with 2 goals. So it's 6-0 here. Clearly, San Luis is going to get their hands caught up with the Perry Pumas. Perry has some tremendous team speed this year, probably the fastest squad I've ever seen in Perry history. So San Luis has their hands full. The lineup right now so far for the Pumas, the starters were Emily Bennett, Jasmine Brass, and keeper. You got Sierra Heron, Megan Hedger, Taylor Lovell, who just came out about 5 minutes ago. Looks like she was injured a little bit. Joey Lujan, Jay Palace, Michaela Reed, Brenna Rodriguez, Cassie Vihel, and Natalie Zeckman, who I just announced as far as goals scored. For the San Luis Sidewinders, you have Diana Valenzuela. You have number 1, Ruiz. Number 2, Leblina. Number 5, Pena. Number 6, Valenzuela. Number 7, Regina Morales. Number 9, Mariela Rodriguez. Number 10, Carla Rodriguez. Number 11, Lindsay Meza. 13, Jacqueline Rojas. And number 21, Leslie Rodriguez. It's a beautiful here in the state of Arizona in Gilbert. Probably about 81 degrees right now for kickoff. So a great day for soccer. Lujan with the ball is committed to K-State University, Big 12 school. Joey Lujan with all sorts of records here at Perry High School. And it is signing day tomorrow at Perry High School. And for the soccer players here on this team, there's lots of soccer players signing to play collegiate soccer. And as we talk about those signees, Emily Bennett will go to Southeastern University in Florida. As we see her with the ball right now. Dribbling, passing, and laying back to Joey Lujan. Takes a shot. It is wide. It'll be a goal kick Sidewinders. We also have Jasmine Brass, who'll be playing goalkeeper for Boise State University. Sierra Heron, Minot State in North Dakota. I mentioned Joey Lujan, who will be going to K-State University in Kansas. We also have Amy Madelon, who will be going to Metro State in Colorado. Michaela Reed, also a player to watch for today's game and for this season. A lot of goal-scoring records for her. She'll be going to Northern Arizona University. We also have Elena Rivera, who will be playing soccer for Benedictine University. And then we also have, last but not least, Natalie Zeckman, who will be playing soccer at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. So a lot of soccer players going on and playing collegiate soccer next year. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult today. Players are obviously playing with masks on for the regulations set forth by the AIA. And when it's 80 degrees out here and you're running about 5 to 7 miles a game, it's going to be a little bit difficult to play in weather like this with masks on. Lujan with the ball, sends one deep to Emily Bennett. She's onside. Here she goes. She has tremendous speed. Gets past the back line, 1v1 with the keeper, and scores. Emily Bennett with her 3rd goal. So she has a hat trick today already. And we still have 27 minutes left in the first half. Perry now subbing in a bunch of subs. Starters are getting a breather here. I think that's a good decision by Coach Roberts, giving the first team a little bit of a breather. Like I said, it's difficult playing in 80-degree weather with masks on, so I think it's a good decision by Coach Roberts. So it's 7-0 here at Perry High School. As I said before, Perry with a lot of speed, a lot of depth in this year's team. John Roberts is saying this is probably the best team he's ever had at Perry High School. And he has some very good teams that he has coached at Perry. Going back to the class of 2018, went to the state championship with that class. Some players that I can mention here is are playing on at the next level. We have Remy Deutsch in that class, Delaney Washiro playing at Idaho State. You also have Emma Ritchie playing for the Army. Logan Van Dyne also playing for Grand Canyon University. And then 2019, Perry also made it back to the state championship, only to lose to Chaparral. And it was, I remember that game. It was cold, windy, and rainy. It was like a monsoon in February. And the Pumas lost to Chaparral 2-1 in that game. So Coach Roberts has coached some teams that were very good technically. They're fast, physical. So for him to say that this is the best team he has coached or that he's seen, it says a lot. Because Perry, year after year, has had some very strong programs. And, you know, watching this team play the other night, I mean, against Xavier, and Xavier is no slouch either. Xavier is one of the top teams in the state of Arizona. They beat them 1-0. But Xavier is another team to look for this year as far as being in the top 5, in my opinion. But Perry has a lot of team speed, with Emily Bennett on top, and then you have Joey Lujan in the center. You also have some speeders on the wings as outside backs with Brianna Rodriguez. And then you also have Cassie Vijo on the other side, playing the, I believe, right back. And then you also have the cross-country star at Perry and track star, distance runner, Taylor Lovell, who's playing holding mid. So as far as working their way back on defense, I mean, you have speed. So Perry very, very good in the first 3 games of the season. It'll be a goal kick for San Luis. San Luis, last year, the player that I probably would watch for in today's game is number 9, Mariela Rodriguez, who had 15 goals last year for the Sidewinders. Very good player. Yeah, Sophia Tate just threw the ball in. And Cameron Thomas is now playing center back. She is also a keeper. And a goal for Perry. I can't see the number who scored that goal. Number 9, Casey Hunt with a goal. Casey Hunt, just a sophomore for Perry. She was on the varsity team last year as a freshman. Got to see some playing time. as we look at the rankings, Max Prep rankings for the state of Arizona in 6A, the team on top right now is Pinnacle at number 1. That shot just a little bit wide. It'll be a goal kick for San Luis. You have Pinnacle at number 1, Chaparral at number 2. Perry is at number 3, Hamilton number 4. Then you have Xavier at number 5, Liberty 6, Red Mountain 7, Maricopa at number 8, Boulder Creek at number 9, and Queen Creek rounds off the top 10. And you have Michaela Reed's sister, Haley Reed. And we have an own goal by San Luis. It makes it 9-0. So Michaela Reed's little sister, Haley Reed, is in the lineup now, number 5. We also have Elena Rivera. AIA decided to vote on it again, and now they're back on the either on the court or on the field. So it's great to see the student athletes getting a chance to play their sport that they love. And for us spectators and parents, good to see them get out on the field and represent their schools and get a chance to play. San Luis sends it up. Lilia Bressadin giving chase there. Oh, pass it back to Saveski. And it's a goal. Little miscommunication there for Perry. So this is only the second goal given up by Perry High School this season. Back in 2019, I believe that team only gave up 2 goals in the whole season, and those 2 goals came in the championship game against Chaparral. So, you know, that's one of those records that is going to be hard to break. But as you can see with this Perry team, a lot of team speed, and they can go off and score a bunch of goals in no time. San Luis sends up the ball. Saveski will get a hold of it, send it out to the outside to London, who takes up the flank. Lilia. Oop, I'm sorry, that's not Lilia. There's Lilia. Great defense right there by San Luis. Oh, I wish the snack bar was open. I'm kind of thirsty right now. I could use a little drink of water or Gatorade. Oh, great save by San Luis. I could use also some Doritos or something like that. I know Mr. Bernier would probably want some nachos or something like that, but because of COVID regulations, the snack bar is closed. It'll be a corner kick for Perry High School. With my old eyes, I can't see the number from this distance. As you get old, your vision goes. And I've just come to terms with that. It'll be a goal kick for the Sidewinders. Man, I can't believe how beautiful today is. 80 degrees. Last week it was like a high of 56. Rain. I moved out here to Arizona to get away from the rain. And this is what I have moved there for. Beautiful sunshine, 80 degrees, just like my home state in Hawaii. This year's Perry team, already off to a quick start. Like I said, 3-0. They beat Xavier their first game. Offside, there'll be offsides on Perry. And then they played Basha the other night. Beat them 4-0. So they're off to a quick start. As you know, the Premier Conference is one of the toughest region in the state of Arizona. You have Hamilton, Xavier, Basha, Perry, and Chandler. And looking at the leaders as far as going into today's game, Jay Palace right now has 6 points, is the leader for Perry. And with goal scored, I should say, Jay Palace with 3 goals. A San Luis throw in. Cameron Thomas with a pass wide. Kyler Asklin. Tate with the ball, looking to serve it in. Looks like she has Asklin. Asklin with the shot. Outside of her foot, goal. Great goal by Kyler Asklin. And it's 10-1 Perry. Also, we have number 26 in the game for Perry, A.J. Jones. Rodriguez giving chase to Lilia. Casey Hunt passes it into the center. And San Luis with the ball. Trying to hold on to possession. Neblina kicks it wide. It'll be Perry throwing. Lily Bressadin with some great footwork there. Passes it off to Elena Rivera, who sends it wide to Walden. Takes a shot. Wide. Goal kick, San Luis. Substitutions here for San Luis. Making a couple of substitutions there. Madelon passes it to Kyler Asklin. Tries to take a shot. Defended well by San Luis. Asklin still has the ball. Passes it back. London with a shot. Goes long. It'll be goal kick, San Luis. .13 minutes left in the first half. And again, the score is 10-1 in favor of Perry. Looks like a foul on Perry. San Luis with the direct kick. Lindsay Meza with the kick. Taken away quickly by Perry. Giving chase. Betsy Valenzuela with the ball. Rivera takes it away, the pass. Great pass. Splitting the defenders there. A little bit too hard. And San Luis, goalkeeper, gobbles it up. Asklin passes the ball to Matt. Pass there. It'll be a Perry throw-in. And I just want to congratulate all the Perry athletes that will be signing tomorrow. Of 22 athletes from Perry will be signing tomorrow, February 3rd. And I just want to congratulate all those athletes. I know their time. And so, like I said, it's nice to see that a lot of our Perry athletes are going on to play at the next level. And if you want to join in and watching the Perry signing tomorrow, it'll be on Perry Live 365 on YouTube. You get to see all the athletes there. The first ceremony, I believe, starts at 8:15 in the morning, ceremony number 1, and then there's ceremony number 2 that will start at 10:15. So if you have some free time tomorrow, log on to Perry Live 365 and you can watch the athletes who are signing and going on to play college. Luis thrown by Alia. With the ball, switches it. Kyler Asklin. San Luis defending on their half. You got some speed there, giving chase. And I'm looking over the sideline there. I see number 12, Taylor Lavelle. Actually, Taylor Lovell. I always get mixed up with that, with her name, last name. But Taylor Lovell with some ice on her hamstring. Hopefully that's not serious. Probably won't be in for the rest of the game. A great cross-country runner and distance track. She will be going to the next level, probably to a Division I school, running for this particular program. That goal was scored by number 15, Cam Thomas, a senior. Good to see her score a goal. Lindsay Meza throwing in the ball for San Luis. Looking for Betsy Valenzuela. Looks like a handball on Perry. A.J. Jones, guilty of the handball. Meza will be taking the free kick. 4 people on top of the 18. And here's the serve. No problem for Silveski. Big throw from Silveski. Goes out to Breseden. Jukes a player. A.J. Jones giving chase. Cleared away by number 19, Fernanda Esparza, who's now in the game for San Luis. Oh, with a shot. I believe that was Tate with the shot off the side post. Actually, I stand corrected. It was Casey Hunt with the shot off the post. What a shot by Casey Hunt, sophomore. Breseden on the outside. Left foot. Hits the crossbar and goes in. Goal for London Wilden. So the junior is on the stat sheet with a goal of her own. It's now 12-1 with 5:22 left in the first half. So Perry this season is trying to get their first soccer state championship. Great serve. AJ Jones could not get to that, but it's a great serve. Perry High School has come close 3 years. Back in 2017, the team lost to Pinnacle in the state championship game 1-0. Then in 2018, Perry had a chance to win their first state soccer championship, and they lost to Xavier 1-0. And then in 2019, Perry was in a championship game against Chaparral, and like I said previously earlier, they lost in the championship game 2-1. And then in 2020 last year, a team that was high as far as returning to the state championship came up short by losing in the quarterfinals to Hamilton High School in PKs. So Perry's trying to get back to the state championship this year. They have all the personnel to do it. A lot of team speed, a lot of talent, but standing in their way, great teams from Chaparral, who has won it, I don't know how many times. I think I lost track after 5. But they're going to be in it. You know, Pinnacle is a good team this year. They've always had good teams at Pinnacle, so they should be in the mix. Hamilton also will be in the mix. And then in my opinion, Xavier. I think those are the 5 teams that will be fighting for a state championship. I've seen 2 teams play in that in the top 5, Xavier and Perry, and both teams. I mean, they look good. Yes, Perry came away with a 1-0 win, but Xavier is no slouch. They're going to be in it. San Luis looks like they're getting tired. They only have, looks like 3 subs on the bench. So not as much subbing as they probably want to. San Luis playing their heart out. Great pass by Kyler. Jones tries to serve it in. Gets deflected by the back line of San Luis. Casey Hunt drops it back. Oh! What a great save by the center back by San Luis. Headed it out of the box. Rivera tries to get in there. Cleared away. Wow, a San Luis player just tried to clear it. Hit her teammate right in the face. Hope she's okay. Looks like she's okay. Be a corner kick for Perry. Center back that cleared it out of the way to help her goalkeeper out to save a goal was number 11, Lindsay Meza. Great defensive play by her. AJ Jones with the corner kick for Perry. Tried to be cleared away by San Luis. And it's cleared away. Haley Reed drops it back, and Perry's going to reset with 17 seconds left. Kyler Asklin looking to serve the ball in. And broken up by San Luis. Savetsky coming out. And the ball goes out, so it'll be a throw for Perry. And that's the end of the first half. We have a score, Perry 12, San Luis 1. And I'm going to give a shout out here. Cameraman in front of me, Diego Gallo. He's waving to me right now. A lot of fans in the stands. Obviously, it's parents and family members. And they're practicing social distancing here, which is good to see. Masks are on. They're 6 feet away from the nearest member or fan. So it's good to see. Other games going on tonight. We have the boys soccer team playing against San Luis. That kickoff will be at 5 o'clock following the girls varsity game. San Luis boys team, very good. Top 10 team in the state of Arizona. Perry also very good. So it'll be a very good game watching. Very good game watching. It will be a very good match watching those two teams play tonight. San Luis beat Hamilton, I want to say a week ago. So, and Hamilton is no slouch either. So San Luis, great boys team, will be coming up next playing against Perry High School boys team. So stick around. All right, so we're signing off until the halftime show is over. Diego, stop dancing. Not your halftime show yet. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, welcome back to the second half of Perry Girls Soccer. Just a recap of the first half. Perry scored 12 goals in the first half. San Luis scored 1. Looks like Perry has subbed off a lot of their players for the second half, resting their starters. So goals for Perry High School in the first half. Emily Bennett with 2 goals. Michaela Reed with 2 goals. Adelie Zeckman with the hat trick. Casey Hunt, 1 goal. Kyler Asplin, 1 goal. Cameron Thomas, 2 goals. And London Wolden, 1 goal. And so as we are in the second half, just to kind of remind everyone, since it's 12-1, there is a mercy rule. If a team is leading by 8 goals or more after the 60-minute mark in the game will end. So right now it's 12-1. Mariela Rodriguez taken away by Haley Reed. Like I mentioned at the start of the show, Mariela Rodriguez, San Luis's player, best player out there. That was Elena Rivera with a shot, saved by the Sidewinders goalkeeper. Getting back to Mariela Rodriguez, scored 15 goals last year for the Sidewinders. Perry High School being a little bit patient, working the ball out of the back. Lilia Bessedin goes to AJ Jones, left foot up the sideline. Cameron Thomas passes it out to the outside. Looking at the sideline right now, looks like players like Emily Bennett, Michaela Reed, Jay Palace. Obviously, they took off the shin guard, so I don't see them being back in the game. Along with Adelie Zeckman, Sierra Heron, Joey Lujan, Brenna Rodriguez, and Taylor Lovell, who looks like tweaked her hamstring in the first half, so she was substituted early on in the first half. London Wilden with the ball. Gets it to Rivera. London Willen on the outside, looking to cross the ball. Crosses it wide. Quintero for San Luis will be taking the goal kick. Oh, sorry about that. Number 11, Lindsay Meza will be taking the goal kick. Some nifty footwork by Casey Hunt. And I also like to mention the team manager for Perry High School, Kylie Rayberger, senior. Unfortunate thing that happened to her last season, before the soccer season. Actually, she's also a golfer. So it was during the golf season. She was also playing club soccer, tore her ACL. And so her soccer season for 2019 was cut short. She didn't even get to try out. She tore it right before tryouts. And unfortunately, also too, she could not play in the state tournament for girls golf. So I'd like to give a big, huge shout out to Kylie Rayberger, who came back from her ACL injury and played golf her senior year and did fairly well. Improved a lot from her junior year. Was one of Perry's top golfers on the team. And will be signing tomorrow. She will be attending South Mountain Community College and playing golf for them. So congratulations to Kylie Rayberger. You know, Coach Carroll over there at South Mountain has a good program. And so she's getting a very good person, good golfer. I just can't say enough good things about Kylie Rayberger. And Haley Reed with the ball into the center of the field. Looking to pass. Passes outside. Taken away. Taken away by Betsy Valenzuela. Goes to Melanie Lopez. Rodriguez with the ball. Looking to pass. Gets it into Lizzie Meza. Way to break it up over there on the back line. Rodriguez. Taken away by Cameron Thomas. Intercepted by her. Thomas with the ball. Taking it down the sideline on the left side. Looking to center the ball. Scooped up by Quintero by San Luis. Well played by the back line of San Luis. Meza tries to get it upfield to Rodriguez. Broken up by Kyler Asklin. It'll be a throw in for San Luis. And I also want to give a shout out to some former Perry alumni, players who are playing collegiately now. A lot of them will be playing their first games this week or next week. You have Kayla Campbell, class of 2020, playing at NAU. I believe they're starting their season this week. And Elena Rivera scores her goal. Good for her. Congratulations, Elena. Scoring her first goal for Perry High School. I mentioned Kayla Campbell, NAU. For Grand Canyon, they played their first match against Benedictine. Logan Van Dyne, Remy Deutsch, and Brenna Alderson playing in the first game, getting some action over there. You have Shaylin Ueshiro from Dixie State, going to be playing in her first game sometime this week. We got an injury on the field. Hopefully she's okay. You also have Trinity Kaufman and Annika Sandstead playing at Texas Women's College. They'll be starting their season soon. Peyton Gum, class of 2017, playing at Embry-Riddle. Hoku Schwinke, class of 2020. I believe they start in about a couple weeks, playing for Ferris. Big goal kick for San Luis. And if I'm missing anyone, I apologize. Perry had some great players that have gone on to play at the next level. I can't remember all of the sensational players off the top of my head. I know Jackie Gilbert at Hastings has played, I think already this season. I believe they played. So congratulations on a great season for Jackie. All right, it's 13-1 with a little bit over 28 minutes left in the second half. Again, let me remind everyone, there is a mercy rule. So if a team is ahead by 8 goals or more, after the game will be called. So it looks like we're heading in that direction. It's 13-1 with 28 minutes left in the game. San Luis trying very hard to get the ball past midfield, but Perry is just stifling their players, intercepting passes, winning balls. Meza stopping the ball and sending it out of bounds, helping her defense get set. Oh, let's not forget about the great center back that played at Perry, Emma Ritchie. I mentioned earlier, they will start their season, I believe, in the next couple weeks. Again, she plays for Army. I know all of these players have been waiting a long time to start their season. Most of their seasons were canceled in the fall season, and so a lot of the conferences delayed the season and pushed it back into the winter/spring. Savesky gets it to Asklin. Asklin gets it up to Madelon. Reed with the ball. Splits the defenders, trying to get it to Cameron Thomas. Meza clears it out of bounds. just to let everyone know, the joke of the evening didn't go well. Well, actually, the joke of the afternoon didn't go well. Oh, Madelon shot just high over the crossbar. The goal kick for the Sidewinders. And the joke of the afternoon was, what do frogs order at a restaurant? And of course, the answer was French fries. French fries. Somebody in the audience yelled frog legs, which I thought was very disgusting. But it was French fries. I can't even say it. French fries. It's kind of a tongue twister. French fries. Say it 10 times real fast. Yeah, you can you? A shot by Madelon. She scores. So Emmy Madelon with a goal for the Pumas. 14-1 now. And who's the scoreboard running? I don't know who's running the scoreboard. It's a running clock. That person running the clock is also me. It's hard to do two jobs at once, running the scoreboard and also broadcasting to you live. It's one of those two things where you have to multitask. And it's hard for someone to multitask when there's a lot of action going on. I mean, I have jokes of the afternoon to worry about. I have the scoreboard to worry about. I got the clock. I got announcing names. Keeping tabs of all the goals that are being scored. It's a tough job. And before the game is over, time runs out because of the mercy rule. I would like to give a big shout out to the broadcasting crew here. We got Jacob Hendley, Grant Woodford, Diego Gallo, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Brian Bernier. And yours truly, Scott Ueshiro. That's me on the mic. So at 23 minutes left in the game, the mercy rule will be called at the 20-minute mark. Looks like London Wilden bringing the ball down on the right side. Crosses it in, deflected. It will be a corner kick for the Pumas. And it'll be Kyler Asklin taking the corner kick for the Pumas. Looking at the offensive players in the box, we do have some height in there. Lillian Bessedin, Cameron Thomas, Haley Reed, all looking to get ahead on the ball. Ball's up, goes to Lilia. Lilia tries to get a shot off, but she passes it back to Kyler Asklin. Cuts it back. Goes to Lilia. Makes a move. Takes a shot. Left-footed. It's a goal. So Lilia Bessedin with a goal. I believe that's her first varsity goal. Congratulations to Lilia. And I'd also like to acknowledge the seniors on the team. Emily Bennett, Jasmine Brass, Sierra Heron, Megan Hedger, Joey Lujan, Emmy Madelon, AJ Jones, Elena Rivera, Cam Thomas, and Adelie Zeckman. These players have given their heart and soul to the Perry Puma program for the last, well, this is obviously their 4th year. So for the past 4 years, they have worked their tail off for this team and for this program. And then also I'd like to recognize the seniors for San Luis, Betsy Valenzuela, Lindsay Meza, and Victoria Clark. The 3 seniors for San Luis enjoying their senior season. And as the remaining 28 seconds ticks off, Perry would just pass the ball around, making sure that San Luis would not get a chance to get a shot off.